Twister matchup, ladies and gentlemen. We've got St. Joseph's versus Syracuse. This is Griffin Murphy from DocSports.com coming at you with the free college basketball selection for today, Thursday, December 11th, 2025. This matchup is between St. Joseph's and Syracuse. Let's get right into this breakdown. A little bit of a tongue twister, I should say, breaking this game down. St. Joseph's playing pretty good basketball to start the season, currently sitting at 6-3 on the year, while we've got Syracuse 5-3 on the year. For St. Joseph's, in their most recent matchup, they're coming off a huge win over Coppin State. That game landed in a 65-87 final. This team right now, St. Joseph's, the Hawks, they have now won 4 consecutive matchups, beating Temple, they beat Princeton, and they beat our team that isn't even relevant. But the point being is, this team has kind of been a cash cow for the public right now. And their most recent matchup against Temple was the favorite in that matchup, so they won that game outright. So that's St. Joseph's now going 2-0 against the spread in their last 2 games, as well as 4-0 straight up. Now you have Syracuse 5-3 on the year in their most recent matchup, coming off a huge speculated win over Tennessee. They won that game in a 62-60 final. For Syracuse, it's kind of been the same story, but where does this pull the public? With this being the public seeing that Syracuse in their most recent matchup had a huge win, but prior to that, they got absolutely torched by ISU in a 64-95 final. Prior to that, 71-60 beat down by Kansas. So where does this bring us? I believe this is a market trap incentive game. You've got a St. Joseph's team that has won 4 games in a row. They've covered 2 games back-to-back against the spread. And then you have a Syracuse team that's causing scarcity. They're laying a big number here. They're coming off a huge win, but prior to that, they were kind of in a little bit of a meltdown to start the season. Ladies and gentlemen, give me the Syracuse Orange here, minus the 12.5 points over St. Joseph's. I believe they come into this game and absolutely roll them. This game's got traps written all over it. I believe the Orange absolutely roll them. So that is my free selection to you guys. And just so you know, if you are a new member to Doc Sports, head on over to DocSports.com/free60. There you can go grab yourself a free $60 account. You could use that free $60 on my premium selections. Those are my absolute best bets over at the website. Want to let you guys know, 17-7 in my last 24 college basketball selections. Football, we're up over $3,000 in the year. We've been dialed in, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys want to get on board, use that free 60 link, as well as we're back in Syracuse in this matchup, minus the 12.5 points over St. Joseph's. And as always, this is Griffin Murphy from DocSports.com. Best of luck to you guys this weekend, and once again, best bets.